Hello, 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 and welcome to um, this is quite a unique episode, a unique live session, basically, so to say. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. Uh, I've been doing this live session randomly nowadays, just to share a couple things and get people to actually understand certain things that might not be able to share full length in all those short clips. And I've been getting a lot of, oh, your clips are short. Although some people like it short, basically, but other people still feel like, it could be more, it could be, better and all those things. And that's why um, I'm trying to just do a couple of live session. I went live on Facebook a couple days back, on Instagram a couple days back, and now we're doing Facebook and YouTube also. So it's nice to see that we have a community of people who are actually interested in learning and who are not trying to um, just find investment as an escape, right? But people who really, really want to learn, really want to invest predictably. We have what we call the SFP model. The SFP model is primarily a simple, focused, and predictable model. And what that means is that we we try to keep investing very simple. We try to make sure it is focused, and then we try to make sure that the investors are building predictable investments, a predictable portfolio of assets, because that's just the right way to go about it. That's the best way to go about it. And today we're talking about how to invest for passive income. How to invest for passive income. That's what we're talking about today. How to invest for passive income. It's something that I believe a lot of people need to learn, a lot of people need to know, and a lot of people need to get used to, especially for beginners. I think seasoned investors already understand this. Although not everyone, but most seasoned investors already understand this. But a lot of beginners still don't understand the concept of investing for passive income. And primarily because there's a lot of um, coaches nowadays, which is good, right? Especially African financial coaches, which is very good because there's the need for financial intelligence. There's the need for financial literacy across Africa, right? But also, someone asked me a question today, and it was like, how come it gets to a point where you start seeing two, three financial coaches contradict one another? And that's where the challenge comes in. But the fact that we have a lot of coaches, it's a good thing, right? It's actually a very, very commendable development that people can now easily find materials on finances. People can easily find videos, books, courses, mentors, coaches on financial intelligence, especially the sincere ones. The sincere ones. It's a very good development. But also, the problem is when it gets complex, right? When it gets complex, when it gets confusing, and the people don't know what to believe, they don't know which one to listen to, they don't know, and all those things. And that's why we try to keep everything simple. I say it all the time that the concept of wealth building is so simple that people make mistakes because they approach it thinking it's complex. The fact that people approach it thinking it's complex is actually how they make mistakes, because the concept of wealth building is actually a very, very simple concept. Simply grow your income, grow your active income, whether a job, your business, just keep growing it to a level where you can start, you know, removing a particular percentage without affecting your basic survival. And then from the one you are removing outside separately, find a venture that is thriving, that has potential to continue thriving, and own a piece of it. And as the venture continues to thrive, you keep getting passive income. And as you keep making more money and you keep removing out of it, you keep increasing the portfolio of the ventures you are investing in over the years. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Right? As simple as that. You see that I use the word ventures. I didn't say stocks. I didn't say ETFs. I didn't say, because that's where the confusion comes in. When you think about investing in terms of businesses, because even when you're acquiring a property, you should know that what you're acquiring is actually a business. You're acquiring a 3 unit, let's say you're acquiring a 3 unit, or let's say a 10 units apartment, right? You're acquiring it. That property you're acquiring with the hopes that you get rental income. A property manager is managing it as a business, marketing it to get tenants, maintaining the business, reinvesting in the property to make sure the property is well maintained and it continues to be desirable to tenants. They are managing it as a business. You want to buy stocks, you are owning a piece of a business. Mutual funds, you are putting your money in a fund that is now going out to buy probably stocks or whatever it is they're putting the money into. But at the end of the day, what you're putting money into is a venture. It's a business. It's a business. When you approach it in this simple way, you make less mistakes. You make less mistakes because now you have clarity. Now you have clarity. And you won't be investing because someone says so. You won't be investing just to invest for investing sake. You won't be investing because everybody is investing. You'll be investing because you find an interesting venture that you believe will continue to thrive, and you put your money into it. I was watching a video just a few minutes ago. Mr. Bolaji Balogun of Chapel in Denman said something that he made a bet when he was 33 years old, um, and to invest in a business that either it will make a little amount of money or it will be in a lot of debt. And he said that venture that he made a bet on today is what is called Airtel Nigeria. Right. But you could tell that he didn't just put money into the business just because, oh, I just want to invest in anything. Oh, I just want to. No, 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 no. He has certain criteria. Even though it was still a bet, it was still a, because nothing is 100% sure. Go and ask people who do, what's it called? Go and ask angel investors or private equity firms. I was watching a video that Vusi Tembekwayo did that he said he left, was it Dragons then? After I invested in about 7 businesses and all of them crashed. But at the point of making that investment, he saw certain figures that made it promising. And probably the business also looks exciting to him. That was okay, this is what investing in. Even though it went south, but he was not blaming anyone for his action, because at the point of making that decision, it was a conscious decision he was making, an authoritative one. Not just someone just said, oh, buy that company. Oh, no, no, no. It was a conscious decision. And that's how investment should be. That you've studied something, you have certain criteria you follow, and when you see anything that aligns with your criteria and what you are looking for, then you invest in it. That doesn't mean everything will go awesome, profitable, but at least you know that it looked promising, when it started. Just like everything in life is a risk. You start your car to drive out at the morning because you saw that everything around the car is working fine. That does not mean someone will not eat you. Even if you do not eat someone can. Right? But you did your due diligence before you. But you not say, oh, because you don't know what can happen. Your fuel has gone down, your oil has gone down, everything. A lot of lights on your dashboard, and you just say it doesn't matter. Life is a risk anyway. Let me just drive the car like that. Of course, no, you won't do that. You won't do that. You won't do that. So this evening we're talking about how do you invest for passive income. How do you invest for passive income? How do you invest for passive income? Now, let me start by explaining what the concept of passive income is. Right. Passive income simply means um, your money working for you. It means you are investing in a venture that is being run by someone else. It's as simple as that. You are investing in a venture, in a business, in anything, any enterprise that is being run by someone else. There are two ways to profit from any enterprise. Either you own it or you run it, or you are doing the both. So most times entrepreneurs own and run, employees only run, investors only own. So when you invest to own a piece of an enterprise that someone else is running, then you're investing for passive income, because all you just need to do is invest, and you just keep getting, whether it's, if you're investing in a business, you'll be getting dividends. If you're investing in a real estate, you'll be getting what's it called? Cash flow. It's as simple as that. That's passive income. That's passive income. So, what are the things you need to know for you to invest profitably, effectively for passive income? What are the things you need to know? Number one, you need to think. Um, you need to think long term. That should be the first thing. You need to think long term because what thinking long term would do for you is that number one, it will help you give room for you to build a portfolio over time. For example, you might only be able to afford to buy 1 unit of real estate this year, but in 10 years, you would have owned 10 or more. That's for buying one every year. In 10 years, you own 10. That means year one, you might be making, let's just say, if you buy a 35 million property right now, or let's say you buy 50%, a 50 million property that's giving 5% annual yield, that means your annual cash flow, that's even gross, you'll be around 2.5 million naira, right? For the first year. But over the next 10 years, that's 2.5 times 10. That means in 10 years, you'll be getting 25 million naira in passive income. What am I trying to explain? Starting to invest for passive income at the beginning stage, it looks small. But when you think long term, it will help you think that, okay, over the years, I'll be able to build a portfolio of these assets that in the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, would be able to now make my passive income substantial. So you don't start investing in passive income wanting to make all your money in the next few months. No, you think long term. You think long term. Say 5 million naira a month right now to invest, or let's say 3 million naira a month to invest right now. And let's say in 12 months, you can acquire a property of 35 million naira. Maybe by next year, this year, you're able to only spend 3 million a month to invest. Let's say 3 million is like 40% of your monthly income. Next year, your income might have grown that you cannot be able to invest 5 million naira. In the next 5 years, you might be able to be investing 10 million naira every month. So the year one, you might be able to acquire one asset, one real estate asset. Yet by year five, you might be able to acquire probably three real estate assets in that 1 year. But this would only be possible if you start the journey by thinking possible if you start the journey by thinking long term. By thinking long term. That's like fundamental. That's fundamental. You need to learn to think long term. You need to learn to think long term. Then secondly, you need to think about investing for passive income. Um, how do I put this now? You need to learn to think in a recurring way. Remember what we said, that you are trying to build a portfolio over the years. So you need to think in a recurring in a you need to think about your investment in a recurring manner, such that whether you want to be investing every month, you want to invest in every two months, you want to invest in every 3 months, you want to invest in every 6 months, you want to invest in every 1 year. So within those 6 months, let's say you want to do six months. Within those 6 months, you are storing the cash. Then in 6 months, you have something tangible to say you want to invest. Or you want to be doing every 3 months. With those 3 months, you are storing your, let's say your own budget is 40% of your every money that enters your hand. So for those first 3 months, you are putting those 40%, you are storing it in a separate account. Then in 3 months, it's now solid enough to put it in whatever it is. Right. So you need to think recurring, continuous. And that's why I tell people that if you check successful entrepreneurs, you would see that they almost have what I call the incurable investment habits. They're always looking for the next thing to invest in, the next exciting thing. That's why you see entrepreneurs that have built a $1 billion empire, they are still on Dragon's Den, still on Shark Tank. Because they're always looking for what's the next thing I can invest in. They have this incurable habit of just wanting to invest in something. Probably investing, and investing doesn't even, let's just leave it like that. They are always looking for that exciting idea, that exciting venture that they can easily invest in. You must make it an habit. You must make it an habit. It's just very important. You must learn to make it an habit. Right? Learn to make it an habit. Learn to make it an habit. Number one, I said think long term. Number two, I said think about investment in a recurring manner. In a recurring manner. Then number three, this one is very, very powerful. If you learn it Um, it will make your investment journey simple, and to make it really, really, really effective. Remember, what we are talking about is how to invest for what? For passive income. How to invest for passive income, not what business do I want to start. No, this one is I want to invest in something that is being run by someone else. Something that is being run by someone else. And what's that third thing? You need to understand. You need to focus on one thing at a time. Focus, focus, focus. For example, you would see the likes of Warren Buffett buying about 6% of Coca-Cola over the period of, I think, about 7 years. About 7 years. About 7 years. So, for example, what does that tell you? When they saw that they wanted to own a piece of Coca-Cola, they add a minimum amount of Coca-Cola that they want to own. And that's why there's a rule by Benjamin Graham. That's Warren Buffett's mentor. He said, if you cannot, if you don't find the company so exciting that you want to own the entire business, don't even buy a share of it. Go and see the majority of Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio is from about 6, 7 businesses that they own controlling interest in. They have hundreds of businesses, but the majority of their holdings is actually in about 10% of all their portfolio. That's where the majority of their holding of their what's it called? Of the heavy net worth comes in. Of the heavy, let me use the word cash flow comes in. You need to think like that. So, for example, you want to go into real estate, have a minimum amount of real estate you want to own. From that passive income you now start getting from that real estate, you might now start looking to, okay, let me acquire, or let me invest in this business. Let me invest in this business. I'm going to release a video this evening where I talked about that people that can easily just shop different stocks on one app, like they are shopping for bags and shoes. It's a sign that they are not giving enough due diligence for their investment. It's either they are buying the stock because someone says so, or they are buying it because they feel like, not because they've really studied to make a conscious decision. No, no, it doesn't work like that. So you need to focus on one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. I just told you the same thing with when they were buying shares of Apple. To acquire about that 7% or is it 4% of Apple, it took them another 7 years. That means they have a minimum holding of that company they wanted to have. If you believe in a company so much, there's nothing wrong with just putting all your money in just that company for the next 3 years. Am I recommending it? No, I'm saying if you believe in it's your decision. It's not my decision. It's your decision. Let's not be a lot of people who think they're investing are actually gambling. That's the truth. They're gambling. They're gambling. I don't want to call him, but you believe so much in what's it called? Transcorp Power. You believe so much in it. Then keep pumping until you own an authoritative. You should have an expectation of, I want to own something huge in this company. Don't treat stocks as, I don't know, the way people see investment now is more like they are non-living things. It's more like you are starting a business, you are owning a business. You're starting a business you can't risk all your money for. You can't risk all your capital for. Then why are you starting the business in the first place? You want to go into real estate, at least have an expect. That's why our tagline says build $1 billion asset. That's our own expectation. That is, we are going to focus on real estate. We are going to focus on it until we have $1 billion in assets. And we are only inviting you to join us. That's what we are doing. That's what we are doing. That is what we are doing. That's what we are doing. So you want to focus on that and keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping, keep pumping. Remember, that's why I say have a recurring investment habit. Have a recurring investment habit. Someone sent me a message and said, I have £1 million to invest. I was like, what do you do? How much do you make a month? I want to get to know your where you are at the moment. I want to know whether you have a goal. And when I ask person, what's your goal for investing? It's just, I'm just looking for property I can buy, that I can sell for profit. That means you are not looking to invest. You just want to flip. You just want to buy something that you can easily flip. That's not investing. That's just you just want to do something to make profit, basically. It's not different from you buying a crypto that you think would grow and grow in value and then you just flip. That's basically not investing. Because investing deals with you building a portfolio of assets. You building a portfolio. You are building it. A portfolio of assets. A portfolio of assets. You are building it. That's how these things work. Think long term. Think recurring investment habits. Cultivate a recurring investment habit. Number three, focus. 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 And that's why for us at traditional assets, in fact, we look at what we are building as more like a community of investors. A community of people who have made up their mind to say, as much as I'm earning my active income, 40% of it goes into real estate. So additional, where are we buying next? Where are we buying next? For the next 5 years, where are we buying next? For the next 10 years, where are we buying next? Until we have a billion in assets. Until you have a billionaire in assets. You see, that's why I say it has to be simple, it has to be focused, and it has to be predictable. You should know what you are building from the beginning. From the beginning. Right from the beginning. And that's why you see that we don't really just push our project just to come and buy, come and buy, come and buy. Because for us, we want to actually, that's why I told you, we are building a community of investors. So, for example, to get a unit of one of our current project in Abuja now, it's about 35 million naira, right? It's just about, what do I call it? It's just about 35 million naira. But that's not just the end goal. You're not just going to acquire one unit and then that's just it. No, you know that that one unit now is a step closer to your $1 billion, a billionaire in assets. Then you acquire another one, you acquire another one, you acquire another one. And that's why you see us even focusing on dishing out valuable insight that can help people increase their income. Because we know that the more you earn, the more you can invest, the more you can grow your portfolio. The more you can grow your portfolio. Right. So I've shared three things this evening. Firstly, think long term. Secondly, cultivate a recurring investment habit. Thirdly, focus. Focus. Very powerful. Focus. 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 If you're interested in investing with us, you also want to build a portfolio of assets over the years. You don't just want to make money and just gamble here and there, buy random stocks, buy random properties. You want to invest predictably, right? You have currently a minimum investment that you can put in a property. Okay, if you are buying your own, probably 5 million naira, but if you are willing to own a property, a 1 million naira, right? You have, so that means if you have from a 1 million naira above 5 million, you have 10 million naira. Just DM passive income, comment or DM passive income, or send text passive income, whether normal text message or WhatsApp to +234 7055554807. Is that you comment, you DM, or you text passive income. So either you comment passive income, you DM passive income, or you text or WhatsApp passive income to +234 7055554807, and we'll get to have a chat with you, see where you are, see what you want to build, and see how to help you get started. Once again, my name is Opeyemi Additional. I'm the founder of Additional Assets, and I'm excited to be on this journey to a billionaire in assets with you. Cheers. See you some other time. Have an amazing evening ahead. Bye.